Hi everyone, I'm back. Anyway, I was supposed to, I mean, told what I'm going to say after what I'm going to say first. But anyway, I was told to put this up. Don't feel like it, but I will. And plus, I want to make sure that it gets out there what's going on with this first part. Um, I want to put out my DM and myself. We know what we have to do. He knows if a girl goes up to him, you know, being flirty or whatever, that he knows it's a setup. Okay? And, you know, by taking pictures, having him kiss you, he knows it's going to be sent to me. Do all of you think that I'm going to get mad? Because I know it's a setup. No. And see, I trust him as he trusts me. So, I don't, by you sending people to us, that it's going to work. I'm bringing also this up because everything goes to, my team now. And they happen to tell me about, different calls and texts and et cetera, et cetera. I knew this about this. Constantly sending people. Constantly. I spoke about all this BS before. But as it's all through the terror community and all that, and I've even said it, that you guys know I'm the wrong one to mess with, and you're next. As the saying goes, you wait, to get the, how could I say it? I'll be nice. The good ones. The more they do, thinking that they beat you, whatever. No. I'm saving you guys for the last. So, do not send people asking me out for dinner. You think I'm stupid? That I don't know that it's a setup? Really. One of them, I think, actually got the wrong number. But I don't know. And if my team want to believe that I think that's up to them. But truthfully, I don't think they do believe me. But I really don't care. Because, like I said, it's not in my hands. It's in heaven above's hands. And my team's hands. And everyone that, well, just put it this way. You guys love getting into my shit, learning all about me, which I said tarot readers mentioned, well, it wasn't about me, but, you know, for others. Do you actually think God will give you guys the truth? No. So get out of trying to find out about me. You guys, all of you had a chance to find out about me. And be nice. You chose not to. How it started, you know, yeah, I know one of the groups is his ex. But it's the ones that she got involved and who they got involved. I know how you found out about me. Because someone told you what I wrote, and that person and a few others asked me if I was with him. No. This was way after you guys already broke up or got divorced, whatever. I really don't care. And the ones that have my phone number, you better get rid of it. And I already told all of you. But you don't listen. But that's okay. Because, you know, what goes around comes around. So, whoever started all these lies about me, and I really don't care if you were telling him or not, he's smart. He would have eventually find out that, you know, all of you were liars. And if he didn't, you know, I know that he was chosen or whatever. Doesn't matter. Either way, checkmate. Doesn't matter. I'm not wasting my energy to get pissed off at yous. Why should I? I have other things that are better, you know, that I have to do. And you see, I'm me. Okay? I heard something about this, but truthfully, I forget it. My phone died and I couldn't find it again. But on me, and I'm taking the time to take care of myself, along with the other 50 million things that I have to do. You guys are in a relationship like that. Why don't you take care of your relationship instead of, trying to ruin ours and other people's? I don't have anything what you want. And like I said, I have God. I have Jesus. And the others. Which, you won't know. So everywhere, or whatever, you know what's going on about me, or whatever. Don't think that we don't know anything about you. And I was also told to say, my dad, God, and his team said, no one, anyone, or anything will not, and I said, will not, one, win, two, put my baby in the corner. So that's one of them. The other one is about talking about, relationships. I saw a video. I didn't get through it until way later because my dad and God everyone, heaven above, wanted me to speak about this. But as I was listening to the video, and they mentioned something about, furniture, all of a sudden, I couldn't hear the video because my dad kept making me laugh. And, I asked him, I said, stop making me laugh. I want to listen to the video. Well, he wouldn't stop. So I stopped the video. And he said that he wanted me to put out there about what I'm about to say. And he wanted me to about the furniture part. Well, anyway, I couldn't listen to the video all the way because I was too busy laughing. But the video, when I said about the furniture, it was about moving the furniture. Yeah, you should move furniture, to clean out the air and everything. But what was funny about it is my mom always moved furniture. Always. Like every week or whatever. Constantly moving furniture, because especially, when you clean, you're supposed to move everything, whatever. Well, she stopped for a little bit. And what was funny is, but I do want to say, whoever moves the furniture, ladies or gentlemen, really, when you decide to move furniture, make sure that when it's guys' night or whatever, whoever goes out, that you don't move it, especially if that person comes home late, that had too many to drink. All I'm going to say about it is, well, my mom did that, and she forgot to tell him. So when he came home, she decided to move all the furniture around in all the rooms. So when he came home and opened up the door, well, he banged into something. So he figured, okay, she moved that near the door. Okay, that's fine. But the funniest part was, well, now it is. Then it wasn't. Was when he went into the bedroom and he went to get into bed. Well, put it this way, where it used to be. And he fell on the floor. I'm not going to say what was said, but, if one of you do that, every couple should have, let others know. But anyway, speaking of all that, every couple, should always have and make time for each other, and for, the family. Every night, whether to talk about whatever, what happened that day, or, whatever you guys want to talk about. Especially if you have small children, you know, when they're in bed. You know, you watch TV together, whatever. You should have, every night, never go to bed angry, etc., etc. Um, I and also, um, you know, I always say, if it's once a week, like, get someone to watch the kids or whatever, and once a week in the house, you both have dinner together. It could be while someone's watching them, or, while they're in bed, or, you know, it's your decision when. But also, all of you also, like every night or whatever, spouses, kids, or whoever lives with you, you guys should have dinner together. And sometimes it depends on the job and everything, and if you can't, always try to do it on Sunday or Saturday. And to keep things, I don't know, spicy or whatever, every, I don't know, like once a month or whatever, you decide, actually go out, like a date. Get someone to watch the kids, go on a date, dinner, whatever. Doesn't have to be long. You guys did something together. Always. Make time for each other. Always. And also, I don't know, we it's called the man cave, but that could be for either a woman or a man, whatever. Always pick a spot in your home. This way you have somewhere to go. Like a timeout. That's what we called it. My dad had the basement, where he relaxed after work or after dinner. Especially if he had a bad day at work. And it was never hard for my parents to, work things out if he had a bad day or my mom had a bad day or whatever. So if you guys can't communicate, which is the key, you go to that spot, and I call it, well, because my parents worked it out, but if both of you are being stubborn, I call it the timeout. You go to that place. You know, you go there to calm down, relax, think it through, and then when the kids or whatever are in bed, you guys can talk about it, you know, unless it's no biggie. My dad also had it for, you know, when the guys came over to get together for football. He decided that everybody came to our house. This way my mom wouldn't change the furniture anymore. It started in our living room. But then that's when they started to go in our basement. We called it the dungeon. They stopped in the living room because at that time I was younger and we had to do essays and stuff like that. So we had to write about, you know, I think it was like every other game or whatever. I only did it twice. About the football game. So I had to sit there and every time something happened, I were like, okay, what's the foul? Or what's the out? Or what was it? Oh, I said, did they get a home run? And they were like, just watch it. I was like, I can't. I need to know what the game's about. I have to write the paper. And I don't know what any of this is. Well, it got to the point where they wrote the paper because I kept saying the wrong things. I know it's a touchdown. So they wrote the paper. Matter of fact, twice. But then once I start learning about it, it got to the point, you know, it wasn't biggie, but, well, I know about guys. They used to bet on it and stuff like that, which was fun. Because they didn't realize that I learned about the game and everything, but what they were talking about, I didn't know anything about. So I was like, oh, wow, I'll bet too. But, you know, so they picked a team, and I picked a team. But the thing is, I only had a quarter. I said, okay, I'll bet a quarter, but if I win all of it. Well, obviously, they just sat there and laughed. Well, my team won, so whatever was in the pile, I won. They only did that twice until I caught on that I was making out. Well, anyway, that's when they started to move in the basement. to, in a relationship, you know, you have to have communication and communicate with each other. Support one another. Be faithful. Joke around. You know, it was a thing when the guys came over. You know, me and my mom, you know, we cooked up a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, until I get something fixed, then I'll start cooking again. But anyway, besides the point, you know, it was fun, but we stayed out of their way. You know, you need to teach your kids what a good marriage is. You know, like young ones, you know, they get into an argument, and because they can't solve it, or they're mad at each other, bam, they go off cheating, or they get a divorce. You never gave your marriage a chance. Now, I'm not talking about what's going on around, you know, with the karmics and everything. No way will that work. Especially if a person, one of them is a karmic. I'm not talking about those people. But whatever it is, ups and downs, you could always solve it. My parents were together for over 50 years. It might have been 60 years. I'm not really sure. Before he passed away. It was always the little things. That they did. You know, with each other and stuff like that. You know, you make each other laugh. And like okay. You know, you can solve anything, like I said. Especially if you guys are meant for each other. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, you can solve anything. But if you can't, you know, you always ask God or heaven above, or a loved one up, you know, in heaven, for guidance. So it's like they'll send you a sign or something. You know, it could be as soon as you turn on the radio, you might hear something. As soon as you turn on the radio about what you need help on. And it might be a key to help. And if you miss something or whatever and is urged to change channel, you do it. It might be on there again, or it could be through music. Or you could think of something and like, oh wow. You know, it might be a key, you know, maybe you have to go get something or whatever the thought was. And whatever you do, you should always put love in it. You know, do things with love. You know, that's the big thing. Love keeps everyone together. You know, together you protect each other, your kids, your family. You know, instead of, see, a lot of people get, you know, well, we did, you know, our ancestors did back then. And I did a video about all this. You know how stories been changed. And, oh, and it just repeats cycles. Well, instead of remembering all that, remember the stuff that they did that was good. But that's all in the past, though. You make good memories. Make a video or write it down. This way it will continue. You know, how people were. You don't put bad down. Or you get what I mean. You always have to do things together. It's not one-sided. Take, well, I had an experience. But anyway, you have to have consideration for one another. If one works and the other one stays home and only take care of kids, the house, you know, and etc. If you also work from home, you know, both of you have to realize that at the end of the day, that both of you are going to be tired. That's why, you know, to me, I don't know, you teach your kids to, you know, learn how to pick up after each other, you know, put their toys away, and, you know, little things. This way, when they get older, they can start putting things away. You know, all right, instead of like one person doing all that. And never say, ever say that that's a woman's job. You know, especially in front of your kids. You know, telling your kids or whatever, or telling your wife or girlfriend, or again, whatever. Oh no, they shouldn't pick that up. It's your job. You never say that. You know, I would say something about that, but I won't. Um, Another thing is, you know, I don't know how to put this to be, if, okay, if only you stay home, that's all you do, and take care of only one child. But say they go to school and everything. And you're able to go get your nails done, go out with your friends to get coffee, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you could be tired because of other things that you're doing and all that. But the thing is, don't complain that you have something else that you had to do and you couldn't do any of that. Especially all you do is drop off your kid, go get nails done, and etc. Again, I would say something, but I won't. You cannot complain. One, it's not fair. You know, you you need to know. Go find something, go do something. I'm bringing that up is because I think it was funny, truthfully. This person, we were dropping our kids off to school, and she kept saying, "Oh, I'm tired, oh, whatever, blah, blah, blah." And, she was saying that, "Oh, I can't get my nails done, I can't do this, I can't do that, but maybe I'll have time, to go pick up a coffee or whatever." Well, she asked me to have coffee. Well, I didn't have time. And I asked, I said, "How many kids do you have?" She told me she had one. I asked if she worked. She said no. I said, well, what do you do? And she told me. And, she asked me how many I had. I told her 2. And she asked me, how do I have energy and do what I do? Well, I tried to tell her, everyone gets tired. But she asked me. So I told her. I was trying to be nice. And I noticed that she was ignoring me. And then I decided, I'm like, okay, why are you complaining? I said, you're 20, in your 20s, 20, it was like 20 something. And then I said, I didn't want to tell you how old I was, but I'm 50, and I have 2 kids that are in your kids' room. I said, I didn't want to be mean or anything, but my point is, I said, you have to be lucky that you get to do all that. Be grateful. Do not complain. That you get to do that. I said that she had a spouse. That she didn't have to do anything and take care of other people by herself. I didn't think I was being mean. I just, told her that she needed to be considerate. Okay? She's young. I was trying to say, you need to work things out. Be considerate for each other. Support and et cetera, et cetera. You get the point. It's like, be thankful. I'm not complaining. I had to do all that by myself. But she didn't want to understand. But as I knew what would happen, especially when they found out how old I was, all I could say is, there's a time that you need to be a grown-up. That you have responsibilities and you need to do them. Hey, yeah, I like to act, well, not act like a kid, but bring my inner child out and have fun and et cetera, et cetera. But you also need to know when to be a grown up. And don't teach your kids to be, I don't know, a nagger or a bully or whatever, etc., etc., etc. You get the point. What I knew was, after all that, I knew what would happen. She told her clique, and the ones that I used to talk to, they were all nice, blah, blah, blah. But once got around from that girl, what I said, how old I was, and I tried to give them advice. I was still nice, calm, and all that. That I knew that my children would be bullied, as I was in school. But I also taught my kids never to be a bully, walk away from them, etc., etc. But my children also knew how to take care of bullies too, if they had to. So in relationships or whatever, especially if you guys are meant for each other, you can get through anything. Ups and downs. You know, you can solve it quickly or whatever. But when it's not meant, and you guys part or whatever, that doesn't mean that you're allowed to date someone or marry someone else, but be revengeful to your ex. Especially, and with the person that, I don't know, you found out about. But I'd like to know also, you found out through a comment that someone saw, probably a friend of yours, and it was made up that I was dating that person. So all of you got together, got these groups, whatever, thinking that all these spells and God knows, well, I know, thinking that you were going to take me down. Yous aren't my karmic. Or my karma. I'm yours. Like, you guys want to set me up and all that. No. You messed with the wrong person. But again, like I said, it's out of my hands. I could care less. It's out of my hands. And I was told, soon, you're next. All of you. Some of you, well, I think I already got caught. I don't know. They don't tell me anything until probably later. I don't know. But again, don't care. See, I love doing little things and all that. I like doing big things. You're not in that category, so I don't care. I have important stuff to do that's important to me. Other than giving messages that I'm supposed to help people, inspire people. I'm also supposed to put out there what's going on to let others know. But anyway, this is supposed to be a short video. I don't know how long it is. And if it's long, sorry. Just remember, there's always a solution. Always. But again, unless you definitely know, you're with a karmic. Them you stay away from. Because the more you stay with them, more things will happen. How you went and planned. You know, so once you walk away or be, forced to walk away, you'll notice how things turn around. Sending lots of love and light. Spread peace, love, and where's that? Oh, someone's calling. I gotta go. Anyway, Well, if this resonates, I hope it helps. But, okay. And again, if this is too long, sorry. Ciao.